Mississippi Beer Reviews, Modelo Especial. Modelo Especial is probably one of the more popular Mexican beers and definitely one of my personal favorites over Corona and Tecate. It's made by the same company that makes Corona, Crown Imports, which is imported to Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that is correct. It comes from Mexico City. Very pretty bottle. Gold foil on the top. It says premium flavor and quality since 1925. Modelo Especial, a long-lasting tradition. One thing about Modelo is even though it comes in a clear bottle, to be honest, I have rarely came across skunky Modelos. I've gotten a lot of skunky Coronas, many other beers that come in a clear bottle. You always run the risk of skunkiness. Anyway, we're going to pop the top on this. I'm going to be using my Sam Adams bottle top opener. I called Sam Adams, spent about 45 minutes on the phone. They sent me this glass, which is the glass you see on the commercials they use for the Boston Lager. They sent me this shirt, they sent me this hat. They said wear our stuff and promote our Yankee brand. So that's what I'm going to do. It's always good to push that foil back, especially if you're going to be drinking out of the bottle. You don't want none of it to fall in. Slight tip, straight down the middle pour. Maybe too aggressive on that pour, so I'm going to slow it down a bit. And this really is the perfect glass. I've drank out of this glass a couple of times since I've gotten it. And it really is. I don't know if it's the shape or what the deal is, but it really is the perfect beer drinking glass. Though I wish it did have a handle on the side. I think that'd be a little cooler. Alright, we're getting a nice thick foamy head on this. Alright. Color, I'd say in between gold and straw colored. Lots of bubbles streaming up. Obviously very highly carbonated. The head is starting to go away. The overall look of this beer reminds me of a Miller High Life or a Budweiser. Looks like an American beer. Head's a little thicker than, say, a Corona. Let's go ahead and go with the smell test. It's got that typical Mexican citrusy smell to it. I've never been able to distinguish what that is. Let's hope that it's not the water. They say the water in Mexico is horrible, but I'm sure that they highly filter it. I mean, you can tell that the beer itself is very highly filtered. So you can pick up a little bit of the corn adjuncts. Like I said, you still get that citrusy smell to it. That's about all I'm getting. Let's go ahead and go with the taste test. Mouthfeel is very light, very watery, very easy to drink. The bitterness is there. It's like a perfect balance between being light and being heavy as far as the bitterness is concerned. It's very smooth, very refreshing. You can't really distinguish what hops are being used here. And in American style beers and even Mexican beers, they use so many adjuncts to reduce the amount of hops that are used. It's really hard to distinguish what hops are being used, if any. Believe it or not, some beers actually do not have hops at all. Some beers use what's called an unhopped malt extract, which is purely just barley malt, no hops and adjuncts. And it could be the case here, but I mean, I'm sure it does have. It's got a little bit of hoppiness to it. It's kind of got like a kind of a piney aroma. We're gonna go and try another one. That's it. Mouthfeel's light, watery. It's got a little bit of a piney, citrusy kind of taste to it. Very refreshing. This is clean water. You can taste the clean water. So I take back what I said. I mean, this is just. I'm not going to say this is a perfect beer as much as I'd like to say that. I don't want to label anything as being perfect, but that is pretty damn close. As far as Mexican beer goes, I give it a 100. I give it an A plus. As far as Mexican beer, in my opinion, this is the best Mexican beer that you can buy. Period. I don't care what you put in front of me or what anybody else thinks or what them commercials say. That is the best Mexican beer in the world, in my opinion. As far as beer overall, I do think that the lightness in it is a little bit of a downfall. But other than that, I'm going to give this an A, which will be the highest rating that I've given a beer thus far. I gave Samuel Adams Boston Lager an A minus. I'm giving this an A. This is an excellent beer. If you get a chance, try Modelo Especial. It's very good with a lemon in it. I've tried it with a lime, and the lime is okay. Lime is for Corona, though. Try this with a lemon. It's really good. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Later.